Under our current circumstances, no Nigerian should welcome another war to keep this country together. The North in particular has more than enough challenges, and we recognize that violent secession by any part of Nigeria will compound the problems of all Nigerians under which we live. The forum has arrived at the difficult conclusion that if support for secession among the Igbo is as widespread as it is being made to look, and Igbo leadership appears to be in support of it, then the country should be advised not to stand in its way. It will not be the best choice for the Igbo or Nigerians to leave a country we have all toiled to build and a country we all have responsibility to fix. But it will not help a country already burdened with failures on its knees to fight another war to keep the Igbo in Nigeria.
Alright, so guys, I came across this particular video and I'm wishing that Lai Mohammed can be tagged to this particular video. Everyone here working and say, if truly the Igbo youth wants Biafra, that Nigerian government should not stand on their way. They should allow Biafrans to go. You know, from the first video I'm posting to where Lai Mohammed and the late Buhari Hasiwe, Kanu, Tima, and Nnamdi Kanu, none of them today. Anyways, I'll leave you guys to watch this other video from Nnamdi. He was interviewed in BBC Igbo, where he was asked about Biafra. Guarantee kono nori foku na this particular video. Obuni watch the video, diko ikabaro, sharing your thoughts. Do you think what one night woke up this interview? Do you think his opinion is right, or do you think he is just talking or not making any sense? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Ikabaro to start this video, candles up, way so right for you. Enjoy the rest of the videos. I'll be right back.
Enwe ihe ya bụ nkwu owute ndị Igbo biko gbaghalụ nụ mana mma ekwu ya inwere onwe anyị eti igwe anyị na nnukwute nso anyị na-eme ọfụma anyị bụ ndị nke izizi na Nigeria in the 60s anyị bụ number 1 a na-ewu anyị anya ọkụ ebido ha na mmele onwe a ihe niile anyị nwelu namina anyị bidokwa n'isi gbagodo mbọ onye ọzọ manitekwa sị ka anyị nwere onwe anyị chụba ya na ndị otu ya eje ka agụọ sensus na ana Igbo asị na ana Igbo ahụ ana Nigeria na ya agụ sensus nya ka ijoji ka ndị Igbo kịta na national database ndị ijọka anyị in population ayaba onye nke ahụ ya godo ka o jechala nganata isi junata obele oyi o gbatu obele break onye ọzọ bidokwa from mbido ahụ anyị nụzie na enwetelu etu esi chọ ka echekwaba anyị Igbo ọ bụla eziokwu bụla ụgha nwaafọ egbu amahọ mana anyị nụrụ na ibu isiri ndị mmadụ egbe ebido a na-anọ n'ụlọ na Mọnde mgbe ejidelu nwanne anyị nwoke agwaghị ego na elu uzugolu ị na-emechi ahịa mbọs Mọnde hapụ ịghọta so nke Ojukwu melu bụ Ojukwu mechalụ jewalụ 13 years ọ nọghị ana Igbo ọ ya ewute ndị nọ n'agbụrụ ya mana mma ekwu ya ka ọ natalụ nyanwa joinụkwalụ ndị MPN bụ nke ndị ugwu zọọ sineti zọọ prezident ifu na ọ gagharịcha azụ chigakwa azụ onye nke melụ nke ịbụa joinụlụ ndị ugwu wee na-achọ ka enwee udo n'ebe ndị ugwu na ndị Igbo nọ onye nke ịtọ kịta akpọrọ ya akpọrọ jebe Sokoto Chineke ya enyeri ya aka mee amara ahapụ ya amaghị onye nke ịnọ ya eku niile kama anyị nọ na-agba okirikiri everyday anyị ana-akọ ofu akụkọ ka anyị mee ihe ndị Singapore mel enwere 23 provinces na Malaysia a na-ewu Singapore province anya ọkụ na ha na-eme biznes na ha na-agba mbọ ha pụọ ha nwasị na ihe achọdobele bụ ka ha jee dozie ebe ha Singapore jee dozibe ebe ha kwuo na education bụ free be ha mgbe dị 22 provinces chọrọ ime meeting ọbụna Singapore abịa ha sị ha chụpụ ndị Singapore jee Singapore today ị nwere ike chenjie afọ ana Igbo anyị enwere onwe anyị ichenjigo omume ndị Igbo ichenjigo ndị nwere obi ọjọọ ichenjigo ndị nọ n'oche jide ego agwaghị trillions anatagolu since 1999 gịnị ka eji eme so na ihe nsọ akpọ oku ya bụ ka anyị chighata akụrụ ụnọ anya luo ụnọ obi luo ụnọ ọkpa luo ụnọ ego luo ụnọ mmepe luo ụnọ ana Igbo emepe anyị doka Dubai doka Singapore ụwa ndị ọzọ abịa kọba aka n'ọnụ ụzọ anyị wee na-asị ndị Igbo ibe m gbaghalụ onye Igbo ekwena n'ụwa ka ihe megide igwu onye Igbo wayo gbuo onye Igbo cherie echiche ọjọọ chọọ etu ị ga-esi megide jee na shọpụ obe nwere si n'azụ kwụọ landlord ụgwọ magharị ya shọpụ ya tụba nwa onye Igbo ime na-anụ ha anụ gbanaga ihe ndị a niile bụ nsọ ala weda na ikwere na Chineke ikwere na omenala ana Igbo ya ekunie megide ndị na-eme ihe niile ọkacha ndị niile si na ana Igbo agaghị adị mma ndị na-eme ihe niile a na ana Igbo na-eme ka ana Igbo na-agbagaraghara adọnchọ na ha olulu mmadụ 2,000 or 3,000 na ihe oke ha rugodu 10,000 ọ na anyị ya emeri anyị anata nke ọzọ mma ya ọ bụ ịnata mụọ ofu ihe ịlụlụ na ana Igbo na ọ bụ na iji ezigbo ego biko ụnụ alụzi na họteelụ akago nkụ ka anyị lụbazie factory ka anyị lụba indọstrị ya ekipụ ụmụnne anyị bizi de n'obodo ọbụla nwee ndị nche nke ha vigilante nye ha ego na mbido ndị Igbo na-eche nche onweghị etu onye ọbịa ya esi bata obodo bata vileji anyị ama nke ịtọ ka anyị bido bụrụ ndị na-enyere onwe anyị aka onwe ụmụazị nwere isi akwa pasị na waye ka njambụ nne na nna ha enweghị ego anyị azụọ ha maka ọnwa bụ nwa ọha so ana Igbo ya adụ mma
Igbo bụ Igbo mma mmadụ obi ka amara nwoke mma mara nwaanyị mma ụbọchị tata wụ Friday and today ka a na-akpọ the 6th day of February ụbọchị nke isii n'ọnwa February nke nọ n'arọ 2026. The information reaching us here now is that the Hausa, or rather let me use this word, Northern Elders Forum don't come out, they don't come together. In fact, to them now they have no choice other than to allow Biafrans to go. You see, Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, you will never die young. In fact, you are going to die at the age of 145 years old. Everything Nnamdi Kanu said is what this man, this Hakim Baba Ahmed retreated. Nnamdi Kanu made it clear, said, I am not going to get Biafra through war, through bloodshed, or through bullets, but I will use what they call diplomacy to get Biafra, and that's exactly what is happening now. Almost every corner in the world, I'm not talking about Nigeria, I'm not talking about America, I'm not talking about Europe, almost every corner, the most trending news or trending topic that have been discussed today is Biafra independence. So, as well, you watch the video, right? You see what Hakim Baba Ahmed said. They have already agreed. They have already seen that there's nothing they can do. That the agenda which the Biafrans stopped 1804, when they were trying to conquer everywhere, the only people who resisted that conquering, now the Igbo side, when they get to Benue, now that place they do what? They unalive the idiot who is going left, right, and center, telling everybody about how they will convert or coming to your own region to insert bad blood so that in the near future or in the decade to come, it become a problem to you. Only Igbos resisted them. Even they tried. They rape our women like waiting no good. But my brother, listen to me and listen good. Anyway, despite the fact we still have some miscreants that have those mixed blood, but there's no anyhow we will have a blood of an Igbo man, a Biafran in you, and you begin to misbehave. Unless if the village people ganged up and say this guy can never amount to anything. So this message is very, very clear. We have gotten to the point of no return, a Rubicon. It is Biafra or Biafra. There's nothing else you want to tell me. You can kill a plan. We made a plan to go to do this. You can kill that plan. You can kill what would I call it? A secret. But you see this thing they call ideology. You can never defeat it. Biafra is an ideology, and that project is spiritual. And if you are dealing with it, you have to be extra careful. Otherwise, you get your hand burnt. Everything Nnamdi Kanu said is what Baba Hakim Ahmed is saying also. Now they have already come in conclusion to know that nothing they do that make Biafra to stay. So now they don't say, please allow these people to go. Let them go with their wahala. In fact, now our wahala, let us go with it. He said, no any war to keep us together. it is now obvious to them now that nothing they can do to make sure, to try. They don't try everything. Even infiltrating the whole southeast with the Boko Haram military. They try it doesn't work. They try militarizing the whole southeast, that every 50 meters pole, you must have somebody who asks you for money, or in one way or the other. They tried it didn't work. They tried propaganda, it didn't work. They tried online, no. They tried offline, no. They tried writing letters, no. Because these people you are dealing with are God's own people. I repeat, they are God's own people. The agenda of Biafra is God's own agenda and can never be defeated. May I remind you, if you are dealing, or rather, you are dealing or are doing something with whom God is protecting, my brother, you have to be extra careful. Otherwise, you will have yourself to be blamed at the end of the day. Nnamdi Kanu is a living legend. He is the Mandela of our time. And we must do everything humanly possible to protect him. Never allow these blood-sucking demons that call themselves politicians to get hands on him. Although, if for trying, they have tried many times to assassinate him. But my brother, you give Masin Nnamdi Kanu poison today, he will eat it, finish, and wake up tomorrow. And even you giving him that poison will begin to marvel. How? What happened? Does it mean that this guy is not ordinary human being? Nnamdi Kanu died in Kenya 24 hours before he resurrected. If you don't know, they never tell you this part. They beat Nnamdi Kanu, use electric shock to shock Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of this earth. His lifeless body was dumped 24 hours. Nothing they did not do to revive him. Not until the God who sent him said, "My son, it is time for you to wake up." He woke up. And that was why when they see that nothing they can do to eliminate this man, rather, let us frustrate his ideology by illegally renditioning him back to Nigeria so that we can suffer him in DSS dungeon, and also probably either we'll buy him there or we can find somebody to do the job for us. But at the end of the day, the young man is still alive. Even most of the people who judge his case is nowhere to be found. Even most of the people who say that this guy must surely die, my brother, now, in fact, all of them, most of them don't go 6 feet, you. But the same person whom they wish dead is still alive. To you, it might sound funny, but it's not funny. Even to me, say it might sound funny, but it's not funny. Because what is happening today is a typical example that the country called USB, United States of Biafra, is a done deal. I know it is a gradual, it has to be a gradual process, but it is a done deal. We have already conquered. What remains now is just for you to take full control of our territorial integrity, and every other thing becomes a history. And I urge each and every one of you hearing my voice today to know that Biafra is here already. So please, if you are contemplating, do not give up hope. If you are in one way or the other thinking that what we are doing, whether it's going to yield fruit, my brother, it have already yield fruit already. In fact, some people have already started eating the fruit of our labor in getting Biafra. Some people have started eating the fruit. Maybe yours haven't got to you, but just wait for it. It's going to go to you. And one thing I can assure you is that we have got to the Rubicon and there's no going back. So please, endeavor to share this message. Let it get to everybody. That the Northerners who said that, some couple of weeks ago, it had been, let us unite together as well. But now they don't see, say, there's nothing they can do to hold Biafra down. That Biafra is, in fact, that ideology of Biafra have already get us to the top where we want to be. Share this message. Follow us on all our social media handles. Most especially those of us on Facebook, please follow our backup page. You know, the reason why we always have a backup page, let me just use this opportunity to explain this, is because sometimes, all these social media apps, one might wake up tomorrow night and decide that they don't want to hear anything about Biafra again. Or rather, maybe you don't talk too much for your old account, they will delete it. And then you continue from your new account. So it is very, very good. You follow our backup page. Even if you are following our main page, follow our backup page in case so that you will not lose the information you are getting from this platform on daily basis. So I beg you and I encourage you and I urge you to please share that our backup page to everyone you know. Follow us, because we always drop hilarious news on daily basis, both morning, afternoon, evening. In fact, sometimes we walk through midnight to make sure that we get you satisfied with every information that you need on your daily basis. So my people, please follow us, share, like, and comment. Here are the comments that follow this message. No time to waste, because after all these things, without telling you what our people say on the comment section, it makes no sense. Livy Martin said, don't talk about Singapore and Malaysia, because you don't know their history. Malaysia just allowed Singapore peaceful, despite Singapore is pure Malay land. Singapore was only 1 million population when they left Malaysia. Today, they are 6 million population and the second richest in the world. The cleanest country in the world. Can black people do that? Instead, they use gun and kill themselves. Blacks are very wicked and devilish. Why can't Nigeria allow Biafra to go instead of wasting people's blood? As simple as that. A lot of countries have done that. What about South Sudan? What about Eritrea? What about Timor-Leste? All these countries come from country. Timor-Leste, I think they get it from Indonesia, Singapore from Malaysia. We have Laos from Cambodia, Vietnam, and Thailand. That's how they carve out the land and build Laos. But you see, when they have evil agenda, they will never allow you to excel. They will never allow you to go. That is the problem we have in that zoo called Nigeria, or rather in Africa as a whole. Anyway, let me not waste much of your time, because they say time is money, as I always say. So please let me to circulate this message, let it go viral. Like, share, comment, and keep subscribing. Follow us on all our social media handles, and it shall be well with you. Catch you next time.